quite a busy day at the National Assembly, the highlight of which was the protest over the Senator Natasha Akpabio Senate President Godswill Akpabio dispute, which we gathered was dispersed at some point. But standing by to fill us in on what really transpired and more is Arise National Assembly correspondent Adeswa Giwa-Osage. Adeswa, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, please go ahead. Fill us in on what's happening where you are.
Okay, well, there's a lot going on here today. Early this morning, protests began just outside the National Assembly, not far from where I'm starting, in support of Senator Natasha Akpabio. At the same time, a counter-protest formed in support of the Senate President. Now, Senator Natasha Akpabio supporters were saying Akpabio must go, while Senator Akpabio supporters were saying Natasha must apologize. I was able to interview some of them before the melee that ensued and before police officers were able to disperse them. And there was confusion, actually. Now, some of the women who I interviewed who were there to support Senator Akpabio seemed confused as to what they were protesting about. One of the women did not even know who Senator Akpabio was. One woman told me she was supporting both of them before her co-protesters corrected her. And another woman said she knew nothing about what was really going on, but that she was asked to come. Now, both sides are blaming the other side for this protest. I was able to speak to some men who said that they were Senator Akpabio's aides and they were at the scene, and they claim that thugs came to disrupt the process. However, on the other side, the pro-Senator Natasha Akpabio protesters were saying that the thugs came to disrupt them and that they were first attacked. And so there is some confusion here, but the protests have been dispersed, and right now the Ethics Committee is inside sitting, waiting for Senator Natasha to appear before them on the petition raised against her.
Wow, it seems that quite a lot is going on. Can you give us any idea of what it's like on ground right now? I see behind you, it's quite calm.
Well, within the National Assembly premises, which is where we are right in front of the main entrance of the National Assembly. It is very calm, and you will not believe the trouble that was brewing just a few feet from here, right outside the gates. I was there, of course. I got tear gassed. I might have broken one or two nails in the drama that occurred. But also there was drama in plenary because this was the first time that Senator Natasha Akpabio did come to Senate since her interview at Arise News, and she did stand up to raise a petition against the Senate President, saying that she was suing him on the grounds of, not suing him, but petitioning for an investigation rather, on the grounds of sexual harassment and misuse of power. Now, her petition, when she raised her petition, both the chief whip of the Senate and the majority leader stood up and raised points of order, saying that her petition was improper and that she could not petition on her own matter. So it's yet to be seen whether the Ethics Committee will hear her petition. But I do know they are on standby to hear the petition against her.
Well, Adeswa Giwa-Osage, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.